Hello students, today I am going to start the second part of chapter 4, that is atomic structure and chemical bonding. So what is chemical bonding? It is simply the force of attraction between the atoms in a molecule of an element or a compound. Now, chemical bonding is of two types, and those are electrovalent or ionic bond and covalent or molecular bond. Now, what is an electrovalent bond? Now, you know that the atoms of metallic elements, they either have 1, 2 or 3 valence electrons. So, they can lose electrons in able to be stable. Two atoms of non-metallic elements which have 5, 6 or 7 valence electrons in the outermost cell and thereby forming an electrovalent compound. As you can see in this example, sodium is a metal whose electronic configuration is 281. So it loses one electron, okay, in order to be stable and forms sodium cation Na plus. Now it is stable. You can see 2 and 8 stable electronic configuration. Similarly, chlorine is a non-metal whose electronic configuration is 287. So, how can chlorine be stable? If it gains one electron. So, it forms chloride anion. And you can see the electronic configuration 288. Now, it is stable. And the sodium ion and chloride ion, they combine together due to electrostatic force of attraction to form sodium chloride molecule. Now let us see what is a covalent bond. It is the chemical bond that is formed between two combining atoms, and here you are going to remember that it is usually formed between non-metals by mutual sharing of one or more pair of electrons. Mutual sharing, it means you give one, I'll give one, and both of us will share together. So it is called a covalent or a molecular bond. Okay, and the compound formed is called covalent compound. Now, this covalent compounds have three kinds of bonds. Single covalent bond, where the chlorine atoms are sharing a single pair of electrons. Hydrogen chloride molecule, where they are sharing a single pair of electrons. Double covalent bond, example oxygen, you can see there are two bonds because the oxygen atoms are sharing two pair of electrons. Then comes triple covalent bond, for example nitrogen molecule. So triple because they are sharing three pairs of electrons in order to be stable. Now I'll give you few examples of ionic bonding or electrovalent bonding. Now what do you see here? This is the orbital structure of sodium. So can you see its electronic configuration? 2 in K cell, 8 in L cell and 1 in M cell. Okay, and here is chlorine atom, 2 in K cell, 8 in L cell and 7 in M cell. Now, how will they be stable? Sodium becomes stable if it loses one electron, and chlorine becomes stable if it gains one electron. That's why what happens is that sodium loses one electron to chlorine. Okay, that means the electron which is lost by sodium is gained by chlorine atom. In that case, what happens? Both of them become stable. So you can see this is sodium ion, okay, positively charged. Why? Because it has lost one electron in order to be stable, okay. And this is chloride ion, negatively charged, because it has gained one electron in order to be stable. Now both of them are stable and they are attracted together by strong electrostatic force of attraction, okay, which is actually the attraction between ions of opposite charges to form the ionic bond. Now I'll move to next example of magnesium chloride. So in magnesium you see 2 electrons in K cell, 8 electrons in L cell and 2 electrons in M cell. 2, 8, 2 is the electronic configuration. Whereas in the case of chlorine it remains the same, 2, 8, 7. Okay. Now what happens is that magnesium will be stable if it loses those two electrons, okay, and it can be stable. You can see here, after losing two electrons it becomes stable. The electronic configuration of magnesium ion is 2 and 8. Now for the chlorine atoms, now one chlorine atom can gain only one electron in order to be stable. That's why for those two electrons which are lost from magnesium atom, two chlorine atoms are needed. Each chlorine atom gains one electron to become stable. So one magnesium ion is formed and two chloride ions are formed. We join together to form the molecule of magnesium chloride. You can see here, magnesium forms magnesium ion, chlorine forms chloride anion. Okay. So when an electrovalent bond is formed, we know very well that transfer of electron takes place. Transfer means loss or gain, and it is also known as redox reaction. Now, in a redox reaction, the number of electrons lost by metal atom should be equal to the number of electrons gained by non-metals. So, for the two electrons which are lost by magnesium atom, how many chlorine atoms are required? Two chlorine atoms are required to gain two electrons. That's why two chlorine atom gains two electrons to form chloride ion, as you can see here, and both are attracted by electrostatic force of attraction to form the compound magnesium chloride. Now let us move to the formation of calcium oxide. Now this is the orbital structure of calcium. You can see 2 electrons in the K cell, 8 electrons in the L cell, 8 electrons in the M cell and 2 electrons in the KLMN cell, isn't it? This is K, L, M and N. Okay. Now how can calcium be stable? Calcium can be stable if it loses those two electrons. Okay. And how can oxygen be stable? Now you see, this is the electronic configuration of oxygen. 2 electrons in the K cell, 6 electrons in the L cell. So oxygen will become stable if it gains 2 electrons. So what happens is that calcium loses those 2 electrons which are gained by oxygen to form oxide ion. You can see here. Okay. So now calcium ion has how many cells? KLM, only 3 cells, because it has lost both the electrons from the N cell or the 4th cell. And oxygen, since it gains 2 electrons, it becomes doubly charged, that is 2 minus. Okay, 2 minus because it has gained 2 electrons, and in the case of calcium 2 plus because it has lost 2 electrons. So these two ions are held together by electrostatic force of attraction, as you can see here. I have explained. Okay, this is the formation of calcium ion, this is the formation of oxide ion, and they are held together by electrostatic force of attraction. Similarly, already I have discussed about the formation of sodium chloride. Okay, sodium loses one electron to form sodium ion, chlorine gains one electron to form chloride ion, and they are attracted by electrostatic force of attraction to form the molecule of sodium chloride. So, these 3 examples are in your syllabus. So, which are those 3? Formation of sodium chloride, formation of magnesium chloride, as well as formation of calcium oxide. Thank you.